5 world powers, the United States, United Kingdom, China, Russia and France, have pledged to prevent the spread of atomic weapons and avoid nuclear conflict. The commitment came in a rare joint statement on Monday ahead of a review of a key nuclear treaty later this year. "We believe strongly that the further spread of such weapons must be prevented," said permanent UN Security Council members China, France, Russia, the UK and United States, adding, "A nuclear war cannot be won and must never be fought." The statement was issued after the latest review of the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, NPT, which first came into force in 1970, was postponed from January 4 to later in the year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Putting aside current differences that have caused major tensions between both China and Russia and their Western partners, the 5 world powers said they saw the avoidance of war between nuclear weapon states and the reduction of strategic risks as our foremost responsibilities. As nuclear use would have far-reaching consequences, we also affirm that nuclear weapons, for as long as they continue to exist, should serve defensive purposes, deter aggression, and prevent war, they said according to the English text released by the White House. The powers added, "We each intend to maintain and further strengthen our national measures to prevent unauthorized or unintended use of nuclear weapons." The statement comes as tensions between Russia and the United States have reached heights rarely seen since the Cold War over a troop buildup by Moscow close to the Ukrainian border. That has raised fears that the Kremlin is planning a new attack on its pro-Western neighbor. The rise of China meanwhile under President Xi Jinping has also raised concerns that tensions with Washington could lead to conflict, notably over the island of Taiwan. Beijing considers Taiwan part of its territory and has vowed to one day seize it, by force if necessary. China said the pledge the 5 nations signed will increase mutual trust and reduce the risk of nuclear conflict. The official Xinhua news agency quoted Vice Foreign Minister Ma Baoqiu as saying the joint agreement will help increase mutual trust and replace competition among major powers with coordination and cooperation. Ma described the agreement as positive and weighty, adding it would help create a balanced relationship between major powers. The statement embodies the political will of the 5 countries to prevent nuclear war and expresses the common voice of maintaining global strategic stability and reducing the risk of nuclear conflict, Xinhua quoted Ma as saying. The 5 countries should take the joint statement as a new starting point, increase mutual trust, strengthen cooperation, and play an active role in building a world of lasting peace and universal security, the report added. Russia also welcomed the declaration by the atomic powers and expressed hope it would reduce global tensions. "We hope that," In the current difficult conditions of international security, the approval of such a political statement will help reduce the level of international tensions, Moscow's foreign ministry said in a statement. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov told the RIA Novosti news agency that Moscow still considered a summit between the world's major nuclear powers to be necessary. The rare joint statement was signed by China, France, Russia, the UK and the United States. It pledged to ensure a nuclear war is never fought. The Foreign Ministry also said it hoped the agreement will help build confidence and form the foundations of future control over offensive and defensive arms. It claimed the pledge was the result of Moscow's initiative. This document was prepared on our initiative and with the most active participation of Russian representatives, the statement said. The statement also comes as the world powers seek to reach agreement with Iran on reviving the 2015 deal over its controversial nuclear drive, which was rendered moribund by the U.S. walking out of the accord in 2018. Washington, which has never ruled out military action against Iran, has repeatedly warned time is running out to agree a deal. Advertisement.